Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to change these shoes and hats into this amigurumi doll. This doll is about 35 centimeters. I have used yarn art jeans color number 07 for the body and also yarn art jeans white color for the underwear. You can choose your own favorite color. First, let's start the arms. To crochet the arms, first make a magic ring and then 6 single crochets in the magic ring. Then mark the last stitch and then fasten the magic ring. In the next round, make 6 increases. That is, you make 2 single crochets in every stitch. And at the end, you will have 12 single crochets. In the next round, make 1 increase and 5 single crochets for 2 times. In the next round, there aren't any increases and you make 14 single crochets around. In the next round, you make 2 single crochets and 1 increase for 4 times. Please then finish this round with 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Now there are 18 single crochets and round 6 to 8, that is for 3 rounds, we make 18 single crochets. So we don't have any increases in these 3 rounds. In round 9, make 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. For the decrease, we crochet 2 front loops together. So make 2 single crochets and 1 decrease for 4 times, and then finish this round with 2 single crochets at the end. In the next round, make 1 decrease and 12 single crochets. And at the end, you will have 13 single crochets. In the next round, make 1 decrease and 11 single crochets. Okay, now there are 12 single crochets around here. First, fill the hand with fiber and then make 28 rounds of 12 single crochets. That is for making the arms. Make 28 rounds of these 12 single crochets. Be careful to fill the arm with fiber as you are moving upward. Okay, now I have finished making 28 rounds of 12 single crochets. Now you can cut the yarn and finish the arm. Okay, now let's start the leg. To crochet the leg, first make a plastic board that is the size of the sole of the shoes. You can choose the containers of cheese or yogurt, plastic containers, to cut these plastic boards. And then insert it inside the shoes. And then fill the shoes with fiber. You must draw 20 single crochets in the back loops of the stitches that we left before. Be careful to start from the center of the back. Okay? And then make a chain. And don't consider it as a stitch. Then again make single crochet in the same stitch. Good. And then make 20 single crochets in the back loops of the shoes. In this way. You can hide this extra yarn under the single crochets. Because we had 22 single crochets around, you can skip some of the back loops. Okay? In order to have 20 single crochets. Okay, now I have finished making 20 single crochets around and join these two parts with a slip stitch and mark the last stitch. Be careful that you must start from the center of the back side. Okay, round 2 to 5, we make 20 single crochets. See you at the end of round 5. Okay, fill the shoes with fiber. And then in round 6, we make 1 increase and 19 single crochets. So with the increase, make 2 single crochets in one stitch and then make 19 single crochets. Now there are 21 single crochets around. In round 7, make 21 single crochets. In round 8, again, make 1 increase and 20 single crochets, and at the end you will have 22 single crochets. In the next round, make 22 single crochets, so we don't have any increase in this round. Okay, in the next round, make 1 increase and 21 single crochets. In round 11, make 23 single crochet. So again, we don't have any increase in this round. In round 12, first make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 increase, and then make 19 single crochets. In the next round, make 24 single crochets. So again, we don't have any increase in this round. In round 14, make 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then make 1 increase. And then 19 single crochets in the other stitches. Okay, rounds 15 to 18, that is for 4 rounds, make 25 single crochets without any increase. Okay, see you at the end of round 18. Okay, fill the leg with fiber as you are crocheting the rounds. And flip. And okay, the next round, make 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Then make 6 slip stitches. Okay, be careful that these 6 slip stitches must be exactly in the center of the back, to form the leg. And then make 6 single crochets. 1, 6. Then make 5 increases. These increases must be in front, in the center of front, to form the knees. So increase number 1, 2, then at the end of this round, you have 6 single crochet. Now for 2 rounds, we make 30 single crochets. It's a little difficult to make single crochets in slip stitches, but it's possible. Okay, make 30 single crochets around. In the next round, make 14 single crochets. And then make 5 decreases. For the decrease, you crochet 2 front loops together. 1, 2, 3. So here we decrease the stitches that we increased before. And then at the end, you have 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Be careful that after decreases, a stitch is hiding here. No. In this way, you can form the knees. Okay, now there are 25 single crochets around. Rounds 23 to 33, that is for 11 rounds, you make 25 single crochets. Here, when you finish 11 rounds of 25 single crochets, move about 7 stitches toward the center of the back. 1, 2, and 7. When you have 2 loops on the hook, you can join the white color and move the marker to this place, and then start to make 3 rounds of 25 single crochets with white color. So you can hide these yarns under the single crochets, and in this round you can cut the skin color. Okay, now the second leg is finished. When you are working on the first leg, you can cut the yarn, but for the second one, don't cut it, because we want to continue the torso with this white color. To start the torso, first we must join the legs. To join the legs, adjust them and start from the back side. And use the leg that you are working with as the right leg and the other one as the left leg. And then move 4 stitches forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and adjust the leg. Then make 2 chains, 1, 2, and then make 25 single crochets in the left leg. So this is number 1, and make 25 single crochets. You can hide this extra yarn under the single crochets in this way. Then, after making 25 single crochets, make 2 single crochets in the chains this way. And this is number 1 and number 2. Then make 25 single crochets in the other leg. Make 25 single crochets around here. Okay, when you made 25 single crochets, again make 2 single crochets in the other loops of the chains. And put your marker here. And this is the beginning of the next round. Now there are 54 single crochets around, and we make 54 single crochets in this round. In the next round we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase for 2 times. This is number 1, and then 1 single crochet and 1 increase. Then we make 9 single crochet. Then an increase. And then we make 24 single crochets in the front side of the dog. Okay, after making 24 single crochets, we make 1 increase and 9 single crochets. Then at the end of this round, we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase for 2 times. And at the end, you will have 2 single crochets. This is number 1 and number 2. At the end of this round, you will have 60 single crochets. Okay, rounds 4 to 13, that is for 10 rounds, we make 60 single crochets. Okay, I have just finished making 10 rounds of 60 single crochets. In the next round, make 8 single crochets and 1 decrease for 6 times. And at the end of this round, you will have 54 single crochets. Okay, now make 2 rounds of 54 single crochets. Okay, after making 2 rounds of 54 single crochets in the last stitch, when you have 2 loops on the hook, we change the yarn to skin color in this way. So chain, and then mark the last stitch. But here we work in the back loops. And at the same time, be careful to put this yarn in front because we are going to work on the verb. So make 54 single crochets just in the back loops. This way, change to a skin color. Okay, leave the front loop and work just in the back loops. I have finished making 54 single crochets in the back loops. Now in the front loop, make a chain and a slip stitch. Again, a chain and a slip stitch, chain and slip stitch. So in this way, you can form the edge of the underwear. For the slip stitch, you just pull the loop inside the chain. Okay? We have to finish this part. Make a slip stitch in the first single crochet. And then pull this yarn inside this way. And fasten it inside this way. So this is how it looks. And then we work on the stitches of the skin color. At this stage again, fill the body with fiber and form it. Good. You must seal it very tightly in the body. In the next round, make 7 single crochets and 1 decrease for 6 times, and at the end you will have 48 single crochets. Now make 48 single crochets for 5 rounds. Okay, see you then when you made 5 rounds of 48 single crochets. Okay, after making 5 rounds of 48 single crochets, now we make 6 single crochets and 1 decrease for 6 times, and at the end you will have 42 single crochets. Again, rounds 25 to 29, that is for 5 rounds, make 42 single crochets. See you at the end of round 29. After making 5 rounds of 42 single crochets, again make 6 single crochets and 1 increase. So in this round, we make an increase 5 and 6, and then 1 increase, and follow this pattern for 6 times, and at the end you will have 48 single crochets. This is for structuring the waist of the doll. Again, rounds 31 to 35, that is for 5 rounds, make 48 single crochets. Okay, in round 36, we must join the arms to the body. First, just the place of arm. Then, first make 13 single crochets. Then we make 6 single crochets with the arm and the body. Then make 18 single crochets until you reach the second arm. Then again make 6 single crochets in the stitches of the arm and the body. Then finish this round with 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, in this round, move the marker 4 stitches forward. So move the marker to this place. Then make 9 single crochets. Then we make 6 single crochets here. Then make 18 single crochets in the front side. Then again make 6 single crochets in the other part of the arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And finish this round in 9 single crochets. Now there are 48 single crochets around, and make 48 single crochets for 3 rounds. When you reach the arm, just make single crochets in the front side of the arm and don't make single crochets here. Okay? So we continue with making single crochets in the front side of the arm. Okay, fill the body and the arm with the fiber as you are moving upward. In the next round, we make 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. Then make 4 single crochets and 1 decrease for 7 times. And finish the round with 2 single crochets. In the next round, make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3 single crochets and 1 decrease. Do this pattern for 8 times. In the next round, make 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. Then make 2 single crochets and 1 decrease for 7 times. Okay, and finish this round with 1 single crochet. Fill the body with fiber as you are reaching the top. And now make 4 single crochets and 1 decrease for 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 decrease. Now there are 20 single crochets here, and make 4 rounds of 20 single crochets.